Race one on the card at Kenilworth. Welcome to Weighted to Win, everybody. A Weighted to Win team that I have to tell you that has been very, very much in form. So much so that Daryl Marie's taken a week off, believe it or not. He's decided to go and spend some of it and take his family away, which is more than entitled to do. And well done to all of the guys that really have been tipping superbly well. Let's hope the form continues with the opener at Kenilworth. Start of the bipod. Darren Burrows on the line with me from the Cape. And I see here the Wolf of Wolseley now with the Cotson stable tops the boards at 3-1, Darren. And USA's Hope is the second choice at 4s. There is a first timer in here. I'm not sure if you know anything about it.
Clyde, I thought the horse to beat, if anywhere near fitness, could be USA's Hope. Now, he came to the course with a reputation, not disgraced on debut, and then ran in a small feature, ran 10th, but he was drawn deep. He got gelded right after that. He returns after a break, and Richard Fourie takes the ride. So include USA's Hope. The Wolf of Wolseley hasn't run since June, and it's his first run in the province. So follow the market closely, and of the rest, Simply Beautiful and Otis the Brave.
All right, well, it's bipod time. Let's put the bipod up. Now the guys can have a look exactly what the boys want to do here. Darren particularly going with the following numbers. And, well, he's not. We're not doing a bipod. We're doing an exacta. That's okay. So 1, 9, 12, and 13. But I guess from a bipod perspective, if you are taking one, as you heard from Darren, whatever you do, don't leave out number 1, USA's Hope, which does sound to be the first choice. Place accumulator time, guys. Let's get on to race number 2. Daryl Marie's away. He's taken a week off. If you don't know, yep, the boys have been in great form the last week or two. They've been tipping doubles and trebles, and all's been landing, fortunately. Hopefully the form continues out this afternoon at Hollywood Bets Kenilworth, where Sharapova looks hard to beat, Darren, trading 13-10 and does appear to have the field's measure.
Yes, Clyde, all you have to do is go watch the replay of her last start. She took a hold of the bit, she battled to take the bend, she was going very fast ahead, and she still stayed on to run second, very surprisingly. The drop back in trip's going to suit. She will relax, and she'll finish her race off strongly. I think she'll win quite comfortably, and I will be taking the Sharapova double into prevalence in race 5.
Sharapova prevalence later. Place accumulators, let's get through that first. And in the PA opening leg of Darren's PA, your banker number 8, Sharapova. And then he's got a banker later on as well. And that perm, as you can see, will work out to 576 Rand. But it's a perm that you can spend whatever you can afford as we look forward into old years, new years, whatever you want to call it, into 2023. Pick 6 time. This is the pick 6 of the old years, so to speak. And Salukwe, number 12, top of the boards at 9-2. 1 Montine is at 5-1. 3 Stratospheric 11-2, with the 8 Contiguous trading 11-2. And it's 7 or 8-1 and better about the others. I thought the two of them, 1 and 12, will battle it out. Darren, what's your take?
Well, Clyde, I do like Monty in number 1 on the card. You know, he's got a big action. He's going to love the step up in trip. He's had the 2 starts, 1 draw, everything in his favor. Contiguous, they battle to load this horse at the start. They may scratch him once again. It all depends, but he's got the ability. And the word was when he was meant to run previously that he was flying at home. So I'm leaning towards numbers 8 and 1. And then Stratospheric is not out of it. I'm quite surprised to see he's still a maiden.
Well, William, the first came from the contiguous line, so watch out for that. Okay, well, let's see what sort of pick 6 you've worked out for the boys. Old years now into the last pick 6 of the year, and we're going like this. First leg, 1, 3, and 8. So we want to get through the first leg, then field, then 6 and 8, then 1 and 9, then horses, and horses at the back. You can take 10%, perhaps whatever percentage you can afford. and maybe worth having a little bit of a go at. It's our last opportunity of the year. Not an easy race, this. It's quite open. The market agrees all the same. Almost 6-7 to 1 the field, where 15 Cosmic Event is top of the boards, but that can change at any time. William the First is right up there. Number 2, 6 twice the Master. There are a number of horses here, Darren. What do you think?
Well, Clyde, I put the field in the exotics. It's so tricky. You got the form horses like Cosmic Event drawn out at 15. You got a horse like Street Art. His first run in Cape Town was very good, and last time a bit one-paced. So he's also drawn out at 13. I played the field looking for a result.
All right, so we're going to get some sort of result here, perhaps. Is that the way to go? Street Art last time out, perhaps in need of it, and may have improvement to come. All right, what we're going to do here, it's jackpot time. Darren's got a jackpot. He's gone the whole field. He's not taking any chances. It doesn't become easy through the rest of the day. And that's the amount that you want to spend if you want to get it 100%. Again, it's up to you as to what you want to take, but that's our play. Jackpot, Hollywood Bets, Kenilworth. All right, Darren, you've been talking about prevalence. You saw some things up against Champion Warrior again. What do you think? What's the reason and why? Give us the reasons why.
Well, Clyde, he is 2 kilos better off at the weights. He finished right behind Champion Warrior, and he's 2 kilos better off. But just go back to his last start. He returned after a short break. He got taken out at the start. He must have been 12 lengths off the speed turning for home. And the final 300, he absolutely took off. He's going to love the step up to a mile, and I believe he will reverse the form on Champion Warrior. I've had a bet on prevalence, and I think he'll take a lot of beating.
It's quite interesting because Champion Warrior on that last run has got his measure, but you say they're excuses, eh?
Yes, I believe he'll turn the tables. I did include both in the jackpots, but I'm very confident Prevalence will reverse the form.
Okay, very interesting. All right, let's get into our exotic then for this race and put up our information from Waiter to Win's perspective as to what the boys want to do. And, well, Darren says it's Prevalence's turn, and he's the one to beat. Winter Greeting is the favourite at 2-1 to win the running of the sixth race for the Sean Terry stable. Calvin Habib there to ride. Second choice is Fun Zone at 7-2, and number 7 Treasure Hunt is 6-1. How strong are you on Winter Greeting, Darren?
Well, Clyde, we were strong on her last time out. She was our best bet, and she arrived, and she went start to finish down the Val Straight. That's never easy, 1400 start to finish. She looks to have a lot of ability. This is a stiffer test. A horse like Hunting Trip, she's very decent. Last time out in the Southern Cross, the 1,000 a bit on the sharp side, not disgraced behind Princess Kala. I think she's the main danger. And if you're playing wider, Fun Zone, who ran in the Phillies Guineas last time out, is not out of it.
All right, interesting to see what the Sean Terry runner does in this particular race, unbeaten to date, and we'll take a look at what the plan is from our Waiter to Win perspective. Guys, race number 6, we would like for you to take a trifecta and consider 1, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Darren, let's talk about the 7th race. Can we get away with this horse Act Naturally? I don't know how strong this field is. Is Act Naturally good enough for us?
She is good enough, Clyde. I did play quite wide here, but Act Naturally, I don't think she quite saw out the 14 last time out. And if you look at her dam, Mike Kazi was very speedy. I think the drop in trip's going to suit her down to the ground. Here, My Voice won a good race last time out. She didn't get a big penalty. She can follow up. And the roughie in the race to include, I thought, Nippy Winter with Aldo de Meyer. Her rating's starting to drop, and we could see a return to form.
Interesting, because from the treasure hunt form, I was asking about Act Naturally. There's only one runner, was Desert Rose, and we saw Desert Rose come and win. So that's why I thought that might well be the right one in this sort of company. But okay, let's put our bets up now for race number 7 from Darren's side. This is the intention from a weighted to win perspective, and it's a trifecta. There are quite a few in here. If it's not Act Naturally, it could be anything, and those are the numbers to consider. So will the Candice Bass Robinson stable with Aldo de Meyer end the year on a high with Charlie Malone? Is it good enough to win? On Friday when we did the show, traded 5-2. Darren, your choice?
Well, Clyde, I found a horse at value who's a big runner in this lineup called Captain's Knot. I think he's around 7 or 8 to 1. Now, he's run off the likes of At My Command in a 90 handicap. Last time out was a 7 horse field, 76 handicap, but it was a very strong race with some nice 3-year-olds in there. He was only beaten 2 lengths. His rating has dropped from a 96 down to a 71. And I just believe Piers Stradham's going to get the best out of him. So I'm having an each way bet on Captain's Knot, and Charlie Malone will be my second choice.
Okay, well, that's the whole idea of Weighted to Win is to find the value, and you found Captain's Knot. Hopefully that'll be the case. Will it be Piers Stradham then to end the year on a high with Justin Snaith? This is what our intentions are. Weighted to Win the last race run of the year. And from Darren's side, he says it may well be an each way strike on number 7, Captain's Knot. Happy New Year, everybody.